Hey guys, I'm back and we're doing my buddy Matt's Mecha Phantom Beast deck profile, so we'll get straight into it. Go ahead, Matt.
Right on, man. So I'm going to start with a monster lineup. Standard Mega Raptor.
Other way.
Right.
There we go.
Triple Mega Raptor. As long as I have a token, I can sacrifice it and search for another Mecha Phantom Beast in my deck. This deck runs on tokens. You need tokens because your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects as long as you have tokens, and the tokens augment the level of each monster by 3 for each token, so it gets you into some high Xyz plays and some really good synchros. Mega Raptor, again, really awesome because it sacks a token and searches. 3 Tether Wolf. Tether Wolf, as soon as it's normal summoned, gives you a token, so you're automatically looking at a level 7 monster, and you can sack that token if necessary and power it up by 800 so it can go to like 25 and get over some problem guys if you can't Xyz right away, which, you know, is always good. 2 Colt Wing and 2 Halyard. Colt Wing, whenever it's special summoned, gives you 2 tokens, and Halyard, I forget what Halyard does, but whenever a monster I control is distributed, I actually get a token off of him, so they're just really good 2-ofs. Move these guys over for a minute, because they're going to block up everybody else. 3 Hamstrat. Hamstrat is a living monster reborn that when it's flipped face up generates 2 tokens. So, you know, your opponent attacks over it in defense mode, it flips up, and it'll automatically generate the tokens because he went up. And you can sack one of your tokens to bring back a monster from your graveyard, which also sets up good plays. You could use it to combo off of a Colt Wing and get into some really good token shenanigans. So, you know, Hamstrat's fun. Mecha Phantom Beast Oleon, I play 3 of it. Oleon is fun because the instant it's sent to the graveyard, it generates a token. And I can banish it from my graveyard to get an extra normal summon. So it does a lot of, or it's also a setup guy for a lot of shenanigans. It's also a tuner for synchro summons. It's one of the few tuners that I actually use in this deck. Speaking of tuners, Gen X Ally Birdman. Birdman allows me to return a face-up monster I control and then special summon it. And if it was a wind monster that was returned, it gets 500 attack, and it's banished when it leaves field if it was special summoned that way. Kind of like a Plague Spreader Zombie when it goes back to graveyard, which is another one of my favorite cards ever. 2 Max C. You know, everybody knows Max C by now. He does he's draw play shenanigans. Alright, so we're going to get into traps now. I play more traps in this deck than I do spells, but not by much. 3 Aerial Recharge. If I'm running low on tokens, I will use Aerial Recharge because it allows me to generate a token, and I either have to sack the token or sack a token to keep it up, or just send it to the graveyard. Most of the time I just use it to generate the token and then ditch it instead of sacking the token because, again, token's essential in this deck. Do a Barrel Roll. Kind of like a Solemn Warning without the life point cost. Only it also covers spells and traps and monster effects. Basically, I sacrifice all my Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, and if an effect or a spell, trap, or monster effect that's activated gets negated and destroyed. It doesn't cover specials, so it's not like Warning in that regard, but it's just a really good trap. 2 Storming Mirror Force, because shenanigans.
Yeah.
Because shenanigans.
It resolves.
Blazing Mirror Force, again, shenanigans. Fiendish Chains, 2. Again, preventing my opponents from doing shenanigans. I don't like them to do shenanigans. I like to be in control of the shenanigans. Compulse, Bottomless, Standards.
Why not a Warning? Do you just not have one, or do you just not like it?
I don't like the life point cost. I don't like to be down on the 8-ball more times than I can care to deal with because I'm going to take a lot of damage.
It's a good point.
Triple Scramble. As long as my non-token monsters are outnumbered by my opponent's non-token monsters, I can sack as many tokens as I control and summon that many Mecha Phantom Beasts from my deck. So long as, and they are And then I shuffle them back into the deck at the end phase, but you know, I'm not going to do that because they'll be instantly overlaid and exeased into fun shenanigans.
We like that word on this channel, shenanigans.
Shenanigans! It's such a fun word. Double Iron Call. I used to have double Transmodify in this deck, and and before that, it used to be double Effect Veiler. Iron Call is really good because it'll allow me to pull back a machine-type monster so long as I have a machine. All Mecha Phantom Beasts are machines, so, you know, that's plus. Its effects are negated, but I really don't need it to deal with that because, you know, it's going to go into an overlay unit of some type to make other monsters because the level modulation is still a thing that happens. Yay. Dark Hole.
Standard.
LOB Dark Hole, shenanigans, and standard. Limiter removal. I once hit or beefed up my strongest monster on this and did an OTK with it having 10k attack on this because it was funny. Shenanigans, and it was funny. Foolish Burial. Send Oleon to graveyard, generate token. Also put Oleon in grave, banish Oleon, you know.
Yeah.
That's what that's for. And then just one MST. It used to be 2, but, you know, no fun.
On to extra deck, guys.
The extra deck. So I'm going to do this by rank. We're going to start with my rank 10 guy. Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer.
Have you thought about putting the cannon guy in here, Digustive Max?
Yeah, I've thought of it. It just, I don't like it.
Fair enough.
This guy's funnier.
Yeah.
Because he's a 5k beat stick that blows up your opponent's back row and they cannot activate spells or traps to resolve it, or to anti-resolves. Plus, you know, meet the guy that did the OTK off limiter removal with 10k. He's super fun. Number 9, Dyson Sphere. Again, Dyson Sphere is really good. I just like it as a rank 9 because it also has the ability to, when it's attacked, I can negate its attack once per turn, and then, you know, when it's, and then, you know, if my opponent has a guy that's stronger than him, I can just detach and direct attack. Just slam and damage. Number 11, Big Eye. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
He's a shenanigans guy. Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon. A new addition to this deck, really for shenanigans.
I win so many games with this card, guys. It's not even funny.
It's so funny. Because, you know, what he's going to do is every time my opponent activates an effect immediately after it resolves, it's just going to burn you for 500. So, you know, you just stack that 500 damage and make them hurt.
They activate, what, 16 cards, they lose?
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty ugly. All right, on to the meat and potatoes guy of this extra deck. 3 Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. Token generator also has an ability to sack a token, pop something, pop problems. Again, you know, they're fun. And they're the meat and potatoes guy. They're the standard Mecha Phantom Beast. Lightning Chidori. If I can't get tokens to modulate, I'll just Lightning Chidori to cover problems. We're going to go into my Synchro Summons. My level 9 is Mecha Phantom Beast Jakuzlin. It protects stuff.
Yeah.
It's big protector guy, and it's just kind of fun to crash an airplane on people. Dark Strike Fighter, shenanigans.
Yeah.
2 Mecha Phantom Beast Conqueruda. This protects my tokens from being destroyed by battle or card effects, so kind of essential. I don't go into it all that often, but when I do, it's because I need to. And last but not least, super pretty Ghost Clearwing Synchro Dragon.
I'm going to give him a nice shot of that. Oh, see how beautiful that is.
Let's pop it out of the card. Let's give him some real good look.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.